This intro is for Stuart. I always sound American, but don't worry, pal. I'm still very much Scottish. And for all my American friends who have wanted to hear this for years, you're welcome. What's up, everyone? So, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I'll put it right here. You guys have already seen these, but if you don't follow me on Instagram, we are doing Scorpion Racing 1.7 ratio roller rockers today on the Jeep. So the factory ratio is a 1.6, and also they're a stamped rocker. So going to the roller rocker, they are an aluminum roller rocker, so look like that. So they're not stamped, and because they have the roller on the end, they are reducing a whole bunch of friction. So not only am I increasing lift with the 1.7 ratio, which there, but reducing friction will free up some power from reducing the friction, and also increasing the lift on the cam will make some more power. From what I've been told, you don't see like the full gain you would get if you did a dyno tune on the Jeep. So we probably won't get all the power that we could get out of these. I do have that Edge, or I guess Super Chips in this one. We got that Super Chips Trail Dash programmer, so it does have a tune on it, but it's not tuned for these. I might eventually get it dyno tuned, but for right now, I'm not going to bother because there's a lot more things that I'm going to do before I would want to dyno tune it anyway. But we get started on these. Follow me on Instagram if you guys don't already. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Now we got to get all of the rocker arms undone and get those off. And I got to get all of these other ones prepped. I don't know if you guys can see that from there. The end of the push rods look really good. There is no wear on them at all. Same with these valve stems. Like, everything looks really good. I would expect to see some wear on these. We've got 200,000 miles on the Jeep, and the top end looks great. Hopefully, the rest of them look that way too. It's kind of late, so I'll probably be done for tonight, and I'll let these sit and soak, because being in for 24 hours is not going to hurt it. I'll see you guys when those are good to go. Well, it's been a few days, so those have definitely been in oil for more than 24 hours, but not a big deal. It's not going to hurt them to be more lubricated. You can see, got a little bit toasted. Doesn't look too bad on camera. Maybe it does. Doesn't look too bad right here, but I got a little toasted from that autocross day. We'll get going on putting these in. we got the roller rockers in. They were all pretty easy, except at the very far back there, because the firewall's in the way. Trying to get that torque wrench in there was horrible. But whatever, it's done. I dumped most of the oil out of this cup already, but I got a little bit left in here. I'm gonna actually drop some on the top of all these. I mean, obviously they've been soaking for a few days, so there's plenty of oil on there, but a little bit more won't hurt. And I don't want anything with this to be dry at all with startup, so put a little bit on there, make sure that it's nice and happy. Been listening to Five Finger Death Punch all morning, and now I've got Etta James stuck in my head. Just so you guys know, one of the downsides to recording everything I do is I can't listen to music in the garage anymore because it's all copyrighted, so I can't listen to it, enjoy music while I work on stuff. And then the music that I use in the videos, although some of it's been pretty good, it's all like non-copyrighted, YouTube owns the rights or whatever, so I can actually use it. So if anyone's wondering about the music I use, it's just music I can use that's on YouTube. And for those of you who have watched a few of my videos, if you guys have seen the canyon run with the Mini and some of the sport bikes with the Apex Moto guys, that day, because of Kevin, because of what he said, I had Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone in my head, which you guys got a little bit of Kevin singing that, but I stopped singing just before he started recording. Anyway, fun fact. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, she's always gone too long, every time she goes away. There you go. Some of you may know that I really enjoy singing, but I have like crazy stage fright, and I can't sing in front of people. It's weird. Like, I mean, I can mess around a little, like, you know, like I was saying, I sort of sung in front of Kevin, but not really. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Gives me butterflies and freaks me out. I don't know. I can't sing in front of people. Which sucks because I like singing. So this is a way around that. I can sing, you guys can hear me, but you're not here. So I don't have to be weird about singing in front of people. Loophole. The other reason these wires are exposed, so right after my motorcycle accident, I wasn't able to work on anything at all because I was in a wheelchair. And although I'm getting better, getting there, my goofy freaking hand still, I mean, that my thumb doesn't really bend. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but yeah, my hand doesn't really work still. My leg's pretty well garbage. It's like 75% metal. So that's fun. But anyway, so when I was still in my wheelchair, I was driving the Jeep because I had to take the wheelchair with me when I went to work, and I had an electrical problem that one of the wires back here, the very back, was chafing on one of these bolts, one of like the threads that stick up on one of these bolts at the back. they were chafing back there and actually went through the insulation on one of the wires and messed it up, and I had to take it to a local shop here. It's Mike's High Torque. If you guys are local, if you're not, then never mind, doesn't matter. Anyway, Mike's High Torque in American Fork, Utah. Nice guy. He actually does some of the work for Miguel that Miguel doesn't want to do. As Miguel's in a wheelchair, and you know, he's very capable, mechanically inclined dude, but you know, being in a wheelchair, some things are hard, and sometimes he just doesn't have time. If he's working on something else, he doesn't have time to do it. So he's done some stuff for him as well. Anyway, completely irrelevant. Mike's High Torque fixed some wiring for me, so that's why all of those were unwrapped from the factory loom, but now they're wrapped back up with electrical tape, so looks a little better. According to Scorpion, these won't interfere clearance-wise with that valve cover. If I can make my brain do stuff. These won't interfere with that valve cover, so I don't apparently need to cut the baffle out. Hopefully they don't touch the valve cover. If they do, then I guess I'm pulling the valve cover back off. Hopefully they don't, but that valve cover is going to come off again very soon. At that point, I will replace this valve cover gasket. But more than that is coming off, so I'll be pulling head and stuff off. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to let you guys know what I'm doing until I'm actually doing it. So no spoilers, but just know more things are happening with the Jeep to make more power in the near future. So all this will be coming back off again, so I'm not worried about that gasket at all right now. But I'm gonna grab a valve cover, throw it on. This is why you shouldn't separate a job by a few days, because dummy brain forgets stuff. I'm gonna undo this weird situation here, if I can. Oh, you suck. This is stupid. Whoever did it is stupid. Come here. Ground wire. Doing the 1.7 ratio roller rockers was basically like doing a really baby cam. So it might have a different sound, but it's not going to change it much, if anything. But we'll get cleaned up, fire it up, and make sure clickety-clack doesn't happen on the valve cover. Now that we're all done with those 1.7 ratio roller rockers, I want to take a look at our previous times here. So our last 0 to 60 was 13.4 seconds. That was a lot cooler than it's been. I mean, it's been in the hundreds for the past couple of weeks. So it is a lot warmer than when we previously ran. So that'll make a slight difference there. and the quarter mile time 19.5 seconds. I am really hopeful that this mod will do something. As we talked about before, I'm not going to see the full gain as I would if it was actually dyno tuned, but hopefully we'll see something. So I'm going to head to my normal spot right now. I will go and do a 0 to 60 time. I'll probably do another quarter mile time as well. We'll see if it makes a difference. Ran a 0 to 60 time in 13 flat. So we definitely took a little bit off of our 0 to 60. Well guys, that was exciting. So I did the 0 to 60 time. Showed you guys that. Oh, you can't see me. Well, that's all right. You don't need to see me. I did the 0 to 60 time. I showed you guys that. As I was headed to do the quarter mile time, I got pulled over by a police officer. I thought that I was probably going to get in trouble for doing what I was doing. But it turns out there is a guy that actually showed me a picture, so they weren't just, you know, being stupid and pulling me over just to pull me over or whatever. They didn't even see what I was doing. They just saw a Jeep and they saw a guy in a red shirt, and they showed me a picture of a guy who they've been looking for in that neighborhood, who's been breaking into cars and stealing prescription pills and all kinds of stuff because he's a quality guy. So he is in another Jeep, looks similar to mine, but it's a 99 to 03. Mine's an 04. I could tell by the grill on the one they showed me, so I told them what they were looking at because they didn't know. They were just looking for a Jeep that was sort of this color, which it's similar-ish, I guess, because my Jeep's silver, and that Jeep is sort of like that pewter or tan, champagne, whatever color you want to call it. Anyway, so my hand's in the way. So that's what they were looking for, and I pointed out the differences on my Jeep that they were like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it doesn't even look the same. So whatever. But hopefully they catch that guy, because that guy sucks for stealing people's stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.